So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Being chased out left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card.
The pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Marquise Brown was the intended target. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
At the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
the tackle made by Caleb Chason. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score, Ravens 17, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Brought down at the 20-yard.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. It's complete to Brown, right side. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
3-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
22-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that so. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
So those were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Jaguars.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Jacksonville.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 34. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, good move. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Forced down to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
That 8-yard line.
On second down now, Dobbins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
It's 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they finally get that elusive second win as the record moves to 2-12. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub. I'ma win. I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,